Hey, fellow babies, and welcome to the show that takes logic and reason and shows them the door in favor of shits and giggles. It's 42 minutes later.
Oh, sit on my tail.
And tell me that you love me.
You know what? I've just decided a really bad thing to do is just about to sit and start a show with Dick Dawson 42 minutes later, whilst having Team America on the TV in the background.
Fuck yeah!
It's like just he's standing there going, "Come on, Gary, suck my cock. You gotta suck my cock to prove." It's such a stupid and brilliant scene.
Yeah, that's
totally forgot what I was supposed to be doing.
That's a interesting movie on a few levels.
Oh, it's so funny because I've got it turned down because obviously I've got the show on, but the subtitles are on the screen, and you know the bit right at the beginning where you have the scene in Paris. And you got the terrorists there, and they're jabbering away to each other, and the subtitle says "speaks Arabic." Yeah. Now, I have. It's been a while since I've seen the show, but I've got an inkling that they're not speaking Arabic.
No, it's the most racist version of Arabic you could try to speak.
I know. So, what's more racist, them doing that? Or the subtitle saying, "Yeah, speaks Arabic. Sounds good. Sounds all right to me."
Yeah, that's like going to a Chinese restaurant and going doing boing doing like some kind of fucking inbred asshole from like years gone by, right? You know.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, sorry to do I didn't, but hey, what do you guys think of the new open sign behind me? You can't really read the numbers, but the business hours are the show times, right? But you think it's a good addition? It was like they sell for about $280 Canadian on Amazon, so that's about, I don't know, 70 pesos or something. Yeah. But it had been all painted by children and ruined. And I came across it and I thought, well, I'll just, clean it up, sand it down, repaint it, put it back together. The plastic was cracked on the back. I figured I'd just crazy glue it, no problem. But a few of the capacitors, if you don't know what I mean, when you look at like a circuit board for something and you see those little grain silo things standing up, they had actually been crushed when the person had beat the hell out of it. So I had to order $5 in capacitors and resolder it. And now I got a cool prop.
Dick, shut up, mate. Because I'm sure if you've got people in the audience who don't know what capacitors are, you probably lost them at saying, "Hello, I got a thing."
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah,
all this technical babble with him. You never know what he's on about.
Yeah.
Just sit there and look pretty.
I did have to buy a can of paint that was like $8 or something, some plastic paint, right? But yeah, it cleaned up real nice.
You got it for next to nothing, didn't you?
Well, no, it was just sitting there. Somebody had just gone here. You might want it. The power supply was there. It just needed somebody. Yeah.
So you did get it for next to nothing.
Next to nothing. It was next to nothing. So yeah. But yeah, and I basically gave it the 8-bit guy restoration that you see people doing to old computers and stuff.
Thank God you didn't do a video. I'm going to retro bright this black plastic to make it more black than you've ever seen before.
Yeah.
You're gonna bleach it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the kind of person to go and spend $280 or something on a sign like that, but I am the kind of person to spend $12 and 2 hours of my time to fix it. And I mean, I've restored Commodore 64s and Atari STs for people. I really know what I'm doing. So I was like, that'll be simple.
You wouldn't see the 8-bit guy re-gluing a broken case. With a bit of crazy glue. It'll be like, oh, I've ordered a brand new case.
Yeah. It's funny too, because my repair, I went real far. Like when I sanded down the top, I kept the sanding like relatively contained on a table. So then I was able to scrape up the sanding stuff. And when I did the plastic repair with crazy glue, you could just slightly see the seam.
Use that as a filler.
Exactly. I put a little crazy glue on the seam and I put the dust on and then I let it dry and sanded it down. And when I repainted it, it is proper.
Yeah, you know what you should use is baking soda. Baking soda and super glue. Because crazy glue, that is super glue, isn't it?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
You use baking powder with super glue,
and it works.
It's amazing. It creates like a real
Bondo.
rock hard.
Yeah.
It makes it,
cool.
It's a great reaction.
I had no idea. Yeah.
We actually use it for repairing nuts on guitars, or if you've filed the nut down too much, you can refill it with super glue. And
I did that once. Oh yeah, she was just up buzzing, and I was like, yeah, in my quest for that low, like something you could just flail on. Oh yeah.
So you weren't one of the guys who puts a bit of tinfoil on the nut instead, then?
Oh no! I always go for my strings to be as low as possible, right? Because you've seen me play a guitar; it's just completely crazy and nonsensical. What the hell is on the bottom of our screen there?
What have you done?
I don't know. There's some it's covered by the little lower third pop up, but there's something there. Hold on a second here. What the hell is going on? Yeah, we got to wait a second here. Oh, we have a good idea. We're going to do a poll in a minute as well. Okay, all that stuff go away. Can you just see it underneath the scrolling text?
No.
There's do you see some ghosted letters? Just look where they send. And then I'll weigh. You see how there's just something ghosted in behind? Hold on. Oh, for God's sakes. Here, let me turn off all the crap. Okay, hold on a minute here. It's not working out. Yeah.
I don't see anything.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me turn off the lower third. And let me find the scroll and turn that off. You see? You see that shit down in the bottom? What is that? Right? Is that just embedded in the video? Oh, it is. So I must have. Okay, so wherever we
it's in the Earth video
borrowed this video from, I was supposed to scroll it down like that so it wasn't visible. Oh, I see.
I'm surprised I left that in there. Should have painted it out.
Oh, I wasn't going to say that you did it. I was totally taking it on that for you, but okay. Yeah, there we go. Good artists create, great artists steal. Picasso himself said it, so.
But I made it loop.
That's true. Yeah. So you didn't see that. We'll just move on.
No. Yeah. Better do the flashy thingy.
Oh, okay. Here. Oh no, wrong one.
Don't even worry about it.
You remember how I told you I forgot to rename after copying pasting buttons? I just got bit by it. Oops. Oh yeah. PJ CNET in the chat there, one of our moderators supreme. He had a great idea. We forgot, but we're gonna do it now. Wait a minute. Here we go. I want to make sure I hit the right button. I already fucked up one. But you remember the guy that showed up in court for driving without a license in his car driving? Mm-hmm. We award you the golden cock. You just
idiot.
Yeah. You show up and prove that you're doing exactly what you were trying to get out of being busted for. It's just.
Well, he didn't plead not guilty. Not guilty, Your Honor. Yeah. But you're doing it now. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
That's just one of those
Zoom code.
Yeah, that's just one of those background removal things. I'm at home. Yeah.
And I have to wear a seatbelt because I keep falling out my chair.
Yeah. You remember? I was bitching recently. We did on an after show or a pub chat a while back, but we haven't talked about this publicly in a while. We keep getting in crap over medical misinformation and whatnot, and it's because in a previous life on this channel we did some debunking, and we did debunk like anti-mask stuff and jab stuff and whatnot a bunch of times. And what happened is I've unlisted some of our older videos over the last while because they don't really reflect what we do now. I don't want people to go and binge watch and get the wrong idea. And every time I do that, YouTube's bot rescans the video and we keep getting in trouble. Now, I don't care at this point because I unlisted it anyway, so I never bother fighting it. But I started thinking to myself, at this point, they think that we've been misinformation morons like 9 times in a row. I've got to actually do something. Otherwise, we're going to have a bad reputation with YouTube. So they just did it to us the other day. And I watched the little timestamp they gave me, and it was ridiculous. And so I fought back on an appeal, and I said, look, you guys have done this to us repeatedly, and I haven't fought because I unlisted those videos anyway. But you've got to go back and check because you're dinging us and the video that we're debunking is still up. Right? So how does that work? How does that fare? And they got back to me and they said, oh, okay, we've reinstated your video. We're looking into previous cases and whatnot. And because, I mean, I didn't give a shit, but then I realized, wait a minute, they might be thinking you're just fucktards. You know what I mean? Like, I realized I got to let this be known. So we did win, and I think it's been fixed.
All right. They might still think we're fucktards anyway.
Well, that's true, Yeah. But, yeah.
Hello, YouTube.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, like a few of the episodes they took down, we had medical researcher on with us who was very much not spreading medical misinformation. It was a joke,
No, we can spread our own misinformation. We're good at that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why it's called 42 Minutes Later. But we had a funny gag we could do for the after show. We thought about putting like just under here, like here, let me try to figure out how to get this to do it right. Right here, just above my name, we could have a little tiny icon of a mug of beer. And every time I reload my glass, we could put another one up and another one up, and we could have a little counter.
We can have a beer speedometer. Beers per hour.
Yeah. Well, we are the only show that gets counted in miles per hour, so or kilometers per hour, depending. I'm going to put you on speakers for 20 seconds, or no, about 15. 1 sec.
Oh, okay. Does that mean that you want me to do something, or am I going to just sit here? I wish he didn't do that. Hey, a story we had on the. Oh, he's back already. Oh, okay. I was going to do that story, but we won't now.
Go ahead. What story?
I was gonna do, about the fucking bitch bird killer.
Oh, she is just here. This
Evil.
woman is evil.
Evil bitch, and a great shot because in the US Women's Open, she was in her first round when her tee shot at 161 yards.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was muted. I opened my beer and it spewed some little foamy bits into my.
Nobody's interested. We're talking about the story now, Dick. Stop it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, she took this shot on the 161 yard fucking goal in golf, and she hit a bird. She took out. She took out a little bird. Look.
Push.
It was It says it took it out mid-flight. It was practically on the ground. Well, it was on the ground when it collided.
Let me play that again. Look at the precision she used to kill that poor bird. Just dosh.
Yeah. What a bitch.
And look at this guy. Birds aren't exactly clean, dude. You should not be picking that up with your bare hands. You're an idiot.
Yeah. And there he is shaking their hand.
Yeah,
after winning. Well done, clean that bird. Here's some bird charm.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't realize there was a prize.
Poor little thing. Yeah. So we should ban golf. It's dangerous.
Oh, it's horrific.
Yeah.
You know, and you have to dress like an idiot to play. Why is that? Why is that? You know, why don't people play golf in like leather pants and fishnet stockings and stuff?
I wouldn't want to see you like that.
I don't play golf.
Not in fishnet stockings, you don't. You know, not. This is not a woman's club. This is a gentleman's club. Get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You gotta come. They should have golf should have a Rocky Horror Picture Show tournament where everybody has to dress like a character.
No, not that. So there must be something better than that.
Who wants to see Tiger Woods in heels and a dress? You know.
Yeah, but that would do nightmares for the course. Can you mean the greenkeeper go, no heels, no heels?
I think we should. Yes. Yes. Who wants nude golf? You know.
Topless.
Yeah. You swing your club and 3 balls go flying.
Make sure you hit the right one. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Do we have a troll in the chat?
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow. Wow, look at that. Hold on. Wait. No, Dixie, you don't know. Really? Oh, okay. Not me, FSB is, really, really, really looking to be seen. Okay. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your time is done. You've been muted by the Shills for being a twit. Thank you for trying. Thank you for coming out. Please try again soon.
I have no idea what he said, but yeah, we don't silence people lightly.
Yeah. Please don't be my neighbor.
And the sad thing is, we will forget about you.
Oh, yeah.
And move on.
Yeah.
Oh, talking of which, we got a member message.
Awesome. Who do we got? We got Cypher. It was like stuttering like BTO. But baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. Will this make it stop? The flashy. What's flashy? What's big shout out.
Okay. Press the other button.
Okay then.
And now for something completely different.
Frog's legs. Table toes.
It's not easy being green.
Naked volleyball. Yeah, now it's topless darts from Kempton Park.
You know, if it was topless darts, that'd probably be a way to actually get me to go. I just,
They did actually do that because I mean, topless darts was a joke that Peter Cook did when him and Pete and Dud were doing their comedy albums, and Channel 4 in the UK did actually start showing topless darts.
Wow.
I think it was late at night. I think am I right, PJ, on that one? Yeah.
Nude beer
he'll
pong.
remember.
I'm with Chuck on this one. Nude beer pong. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Nude beer pong.
Mm-hmm.
You have to explain that one.
Beer pong.
It was beer pong.
Well, think of like ping pong.
Yeah.
And a cup of beer is the target to make somebody drink.
Oh, you have to hit a ping pong ball at a bottle of beer?
Yeah. Well, no, a cup.
Cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is really hard on you, isn't it?
It is. It is. Thinking and everything.
Okay, here. Hold on a second.
Is that like when you do those things, sort of things when you win a goldfish at the fair, where you have to get like ping pong balls into a cup? And no. Have I got to explain that one to you now?
Yeah. See, this is okay. Hold on.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
No, hold on. Here.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I've got this actually. Watch. Okay.
Right. So he's setting up snooker style.
Yeah. Let me speed this up a little. Where do you get this? Yeah, here we go.
All right. So once you've got it in a cup.
Yeah. Now somebody has to slam it down and drink, like full chug.
Oh, God, that could take ages.
Well, no. People that play this are actually good at it, and you're going to get wasted. It's just how it works. Right? All right, Dobie, enough. All right, Here we go.
A pity their mum didn't actually buy them any beer.
Yeah, that's the funny part of that, you know. I've never seen anybody play it as a sport, you know.
Oh, just going down to Alcoholics Anonymous. We're going to play beer pong, but with the without the beer. Yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
and-
Don't worry about it.
And KK's Gigi in the chat says they're not even bouncing the ball exactly. You're supposed to put a bounce on it. That's the way it's
Yeah.
done properly, right?
Yeah. Even I saw through that. Jesus Christ. Oh, dear.
We got a member message in here from Hobby Time. Here we go. Peter's doing well with his drive for the life support equipment. Yeah. During Greg's stream, they raised a lot of money for special units. Pete was on and a lot of people donated. Speaking of donated, we had some leftover money from the NAFO truck fundraiser, and I sent it over to Project Constantine today. I was talking to Pete. So, yeah. A few of the donations went there because, well, they were. Oh, speaking of which, though, we have an announcement coming up with the Portuguese battalion of the 69th Sniffing Brigade and Slavi as well. You've seen her on Ukraine Update on Saturdays, and there is a new, there's a new fundraiser coming up. And it might be a little bit more expensive, but it's for a more hardcore vehicle for Medivac and stuff. News is coming up. They're planning it in the background. They know this stuff better than I do. And I just said, let me know when I have information to shout out officially.
Are we finally buying them a McLaren F1 to get in and rescue people really, really quickly and get out really quickly?
I've been talking to Jay Leno, and it looks like it could happen.
A camouflaged Bugatti Veyron.
Yeah, no, their service interval's too crazy. The McLaren F1 would be better because it's actually a 3-seater, right? So the driver can take 2 people out. It'd be the car. But we might be talking to the man, the myth, the legend there, Gordon Murray, about getting some of the T50 fan cars because they have even more downforce and they have 3 seats as well. So we're looking into it. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we're gonna turn Ukrainian medic rescues into a spectator sport.
Well, Pete's going to be giving us live feeds, and we'll be doing polls and scoring, and yeah.
We'll have to fit in with a heads-up camera, and sending back the data to our control so we can have a on-screen view from.
And since he got new pants, the camera can point down a bit too. So we had a let me see here. Let me make sure I'm caught up here. Yeah. So Demetrius Siganovas is coming again. And he says, Today I'm drinking Canapolis beer. I'm thinking the L is kind of silent. Kaln Apolis. Canapolis. I have to look that one up. It's just he really makes me work for it. Demetrius does, right? You know, the tongue is so foreign to. It's like, oh God, how do I fucking say that?
Talking of which, did you see there was I don't think we ended up on as part of our news links by our research team, but there was a school graduation out recently where the person was like reading out the names of the people who are graduating couldn't get a single one of them right. It was unbelievable. You know, couldn't even say words like Jennifer. It was staggering just how poorly they could read names. I'll have to see if I can find that. Or maybe our research team can find it and put it into the green room.
Yeah, how hard is it to say Bob Brown or Steve Smith or, you know,
and yet there was
Brian Johnson, you know, like just
there was a name that was actually quite difficult to pronounce, and it was like the one they got right.
It
was so bizarre.
Mr. Antonio Banderas. Oh yeah. Oh, it's funny. You see, like I try to keep the lighting to the point where it's like dimmer. And then I use my little Apple software to more highlight me because I don't want the lights to be too bright in my face. I don't like ring lights and stuff, right? Just shut the fuck up. 1 second.
You, isn't it?
No, it isn't. But 1 second. So you see over here, the red fire truck, the Coca-Cola piggy bank fire truck. You can barely tell what it is.
Can't see it.
Right. But the little phone, the white one, works really well. So I was running around the house looking for things that would show up. You could see them. Right. And what I've realized is to do the darker thing, I need things that reflect light better. And I don't really need a child's phone sitting there, even though it's a Toy Story prop. That's why my son likes it. Right. But so what I need is white things. And I was thinking dildos. You know, what do you think? You know, I could just have a collection of really good, you know, fuck me plugs, you know.
Yeah, but you didn't like have a little tube of anal around the room when Felix was in there. So what are you going to do with these dildos? You're going to like have them in a special drawer, which will be even worse when he accidentally finds them.
Yeah, here,
Dad,
hold on.
Dad, why have you got this analies and a whole bunch of dildos in this drawer?
Yeah,
it's locked.
Yeah. Can you find the analies in the set now?
I think you need some more, Dad. This tube's empty. And I'm sure you had more dildos. I think you swallowed one. We'll have to take you to hospital to get a scan.
Lauren says, yeah, great lighting. We could actually recognize you in a police lineup now. And yeah, dildos. So, you know, we'll see.
I did see a news article about some guy who had to go to hospital and they did an x-ray and he basically had a glass jar with a gerbil inside it.
Oh, dude.
Buried deep inside his rectum.
Oh.
I didn't do it as a news story. I don't know why I didn't, because
Is wrong with you?
it's kind of right up my alley, but you know,
well, the back one, yeah.
Well, it certainly wasn't his case.
I could keep doing this. I've got gags all day on this topic.
Well, I haven't got any more to say on the topic, really. Yeah, I think we'll just swiftly move on from that one.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, there was another story I had in my bag. What was that one? And it was like I'm not going to do this to Dick. It was another like incredibly revolting. Was it bugs inside people or something? Yeah, just like horrible. And it's like, we had like 2 weeks in a row where we were telling stories like that, and you just like squirmed. I thought, no, I'm not going to do that to Dick.
There was one about bees just latching onto some poor person's car and like squeezing in the window. And I saw the headline and I was like, oh, please, fuck, nobody choose this one, man.
Bees in a beamer. Brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
That was kind of a placid story. The bees just like swarmed.
I do have an update on something we were covering that we should get into. Here, Chrome. We've been talking about how Chrome is about to change the back end that controls extensions and how they work.
I think they need to work on their knuckle dusters, though. They look a bit wimpy.
Oh man, taste the rainbow, motherfucker, right? But so Manifest is the code base they use for extensions, and they're about to be swept away for Manifest version 3. Now, this has been a real controversial thing. That was announced in 2019. They've stalled it a million times, but now they say it's properly going to happen and it's coming like right quick. And Manifest 3 as an extension engine for Chrome, and Chrome is the world's biggest web browser. What it means is most ad blockers won't work on Alphabet-owned sites like YouTube and Google services and whatnot. And it's going to be very hard for us to go and live in the world that we want to with ad blockers. I use an ad blocker all the time. You turn one off on your average site and it throws up like 9 pop-ups. You scroll down, the video you didn't want to see pops up in the corner. It's awful. It's horrible. No wonder nobody wants to go to these sites and they're desperate for money. But the whole thing is going to change. And I can't recommend enough to leave Chrome and go to like Firefox or a different alternative that doesn't use the Chrome web engine in the background. Problem is like for me, for us, and everything we do here on the Shills, we use like right now we're using a service called Video Ninja to do the voice and video call that we're on. It liked Chrome best. We also use Microsoft Teams sometimes, and the new Microsoft Edge browser is based on Chrome, so it likes Chrome best. And
oh, really?
Yeah. They've gave up, right? They just rebrand Chrome with their own, we spy on you our own way features in the background. Funny. Yeah, that's all it is. And so we're going to lose a lot of options if people don't start supporting Firefox more to the point where Google has to bake in proper support or take away their BS. Oh, sorry, it doesn't work with that browser bullshit in their code. I don't know if it works either way. I wouldn't hesitate to believe that Google makes it so their services suck on Firefox on purpose, but what's coming up right now with this new way of the Google extension engine is just taking away our choice and our rights. And, I don't want to go any further because I start sounding like one of those idiots, but you know what I mean, right? It's not good.
Well, Firefox was around. It used to be like the alternative web browser a long time ago. It was even before Chrome, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, way before. Firefox comes from Mosaic, if I do believe my history proper, right?
And Mozilla.
Yeah, Mozilla.
Yeah. Yes.
Communicator. Remember when it got all bloated with email and everything,
That was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Dial-up 90s days, right? But even Google pays the Mozilla Foundation a whole bunch of money each year just to make sure that they're supporting a healthy, competitive market.
Yeah. Okay.
right? You know? Yeah. Yeah, Netscape. KKs. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Escape. Jesus.
Netscape Navigator, then there was Communicator, right? I was a Mac user through that whole era of the early internet. So Netscape was my thing for sure. We hated Internet Explorer. We were Mac users. We were anti-Microsoft, right?
Yeah, it was actually funny there because their Internet Explorer that they wrote was probably one of the best things they wrote for the Mac.
True. But they
When
did
got rid of
that
it.
under that whole thing of market monopolization and being scared too, right? You know?
Yeah. And then Apple wrote iTunes for the PC.
Well, they
And-
bought what's that other app and rewrote it, but yeah.
But it ended up with iTunes on the PC was like one of the best apps you could get for the
Oh,
PC.
And there was a time when Apple's web browser Safari was actually the fastest browser on the Windows platform as well.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably not anymore. I'm pretty sure they don't support that anymore.
No, but the Safari engine called WebKit is now the de facto standard behind Chrome and everything, right?
Mm,
Apple open sourced the engine in the background, WebKit.
right.
Yeah. It was one of those holdovers from Next Computer when Steve Jobs was brought back to Apple when Apple needed a new operating system, right?
Mm.
Yeah, WebKit comes from that, I do believe.
Yeah. God, those Next computers were ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, and they weren't like, I mean, they were
They
good,
weren't any good.
but they weren't that good, you know.
Yeah.
They did have some, you know, like higher resolutions and, you know, some decent computational abilities, but, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean there is a lot of the modern Mac system and OS is
Still.
built
yeah.
from that, yeah. So okay,
turn
fair
on,
enough.
if you're on a Mac, turn on C application extensions and all the dot this and that and the other thing come from the next days, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Vic 20, Mr. Spock. Yeah. Oh, I loved my Vic 20. I learned how to code on that bastard. Loved it.
Vic 20, wasn't that a
Oops.
bitchy robot on Star Wars?
Yeah, or Buck Rogers. I'm not sure. Yeah. Fuck you, Buck.
and in charge of the fleet is Commodore 64.
Yeah. Yeah, I love me some retro computing. Absolutely. God, I love those days. It was awesome.
Yeah, I love it too, but only in hindsight. I don't want to go back.
Oh, can you imagine loading up a computer that only had like 27 columns of text across the screen and you have to scroll just to see a document and, you know. No.
Hit the tape player.
Yeah.
Our tape loading area. Try again. Oh.
No, see, but that was the thing. If you were a Commodore user, you never had tape loading errors unless you had crappy tapes because it wasn't an analog audio connection like so many other computers. They had an actual data connection in, right? You never had to set volume and tone dials with a Commodore because their data set was direct in.
Yeah. Yeah, where's the fun in that?
Well,
where's the fun in knowing you're going to get your program loaded? That was half the fun with the Sinclair Spectrum is waiting 15 minutes to find out it didn't work.
Yeah. The other side of that is I upgraded a Commodore VIC-20 for a guy, not so much upgraded, but refurbed and everything. And he said to me, you know, there's the apps where you can just feed the tape games from your phone into the computer. Can you make my computer do that?
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's a Commodore, so it doesn't have audio inputs that work that way. The cassette is based on its own thing, but I understand how a cassette deck works, right? So I gave it a little bit of thought, And what I did was I opened the Commodore cassette deck and I wired in an audio jack that could go from the headphone jack of his phone into the motherboard or the logic board of the cassette decks thing, right where the analog head was. So he could do the whole thing on the computer and go, okay, ready? I'm going to load it in, and then push play on his phone, and it would go through the Commodore cassette deck and into the computer. It was awesome. Yeah, I was pretty proud of myself. It's like I figured that out, motherfucker. That was cool.
Yeah, that was the funny thing that I was doing with the Spectrum emulators when I was trying to go through all my old back catalogue of stuff, and you're converting into was it TAP files, because the TAP files were actually were basically a digital copy of the tape, so it would still play the tape as in the old tape did, but it did it digitally, so you still have to wait for it to run through, or you can do like a snapshot, which was just like preloaded. It's like, why would you do why would you do it the slow way when you got the snapshot and you just load it?
Yeah.
But I remember that. Yeah, so like it was so weird having digital versions of the tape to play into the Spectrum. to load it up.
Yeah.
It's like, an MP3 of it.
Yeah, exactly.
But look at PJ here in the chat. He says that I had a C64 tape player with a custom cable soldered to the circuit board into a second tape for pirating. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Go.
I could load and pirate at the same time. I'm assuming PJ, that was when you were younger and not some crazy dude trying to sell pirated C64 tapes on the market stall.
Not true. I saw PJ CNET standing on the corner the other day with cassette tapes in his hand for $5 of some really killer 8-bit software. Yeah.
Got some really dirty stuff too.
Yeah. He's a diehard. When he finds a niche, he sticks to it.
He says my dad did the soldering for me.
Oh.
I'm seeing little baby PJ, with his head cradled in his hands, watching Daddy do the soldering, so he can go out and become a pirate.
Yeah, my father taught me to solder and stuff, so I could, get things going on. Oh yeah, I've been fucking with electronics since I was young. Usually ruining things, but I did learn.
I have done some electronics work in the past. I did some really cool stuff. But quite frankly, I don't understand it. I don't know how I managed to do the stuff I did do in the past. I could do the logic board stuff, no problem.
Yeah, I find like if there's a television with a known defect, you'll find online like a 65-inch TV being sold for $100 because it turns on and then intermittently turns off, and sometimes it won't turn on. Well, that's $30 worth of capacitors. So I grab the TV, crack it open, fix it up, and get it ready, and then I sell it off for $400.
Unless it's one of those CRTs that's got the kill me capacitors built into them.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't play with CRTs because I don't want to bounce off my own walls. Now, 1 second here, 1 second.
Yeah, those capacitors and those TVs. Oh my God, they're insane. Absolutely insane. Lots of fun. Lots of fun just to put your tongue crossed. So PJ says the second tape deck was a third-party alternative to the official C64 tape. The main deck was official. PJ, I actually remember. I remember, everybody was like pirating, tapes. Excuse me, amongst each other when I was a kid. But that also seemed to sort of coincide with the time when hi-fi systems. You could buy a hi-fi system, and it would come with 2 tape decks. And a lot of people found you could quite simply just record your mate's Spectrum games just by running it through the old mum and dad's hi-fi system. Yeah, that was funny that. But it's funny how that seemed to coincide, isn't it? Where's he gone? Has he fallen down the toilet again? Ah, dear. Back in the day, hey.
All right.
I was just trying to find.
Had to do the
Okay.
whole see a man about a horse run and the whole 9 yards.
Did you have to fuck it? It seemed to take an awfully long time. Must have been a big horse.
Huge. I often wonder about the origins of that saying. It's kind of strange. The first few times I heard it, I didn't even understand what it meant. But it was redneck relatives of mine saying it, so no.
Well, I used to say a lot of things, and you just had no idea what I was talking about.
Well, I
But,
had some. I had
That
some.
was just me talking normal.
Yeah.
It wasn't the fact that I was saying any weird English UK expressions. I was just talking. And he goes, I have no understanding what you're saying.
Well, I grew up with some really rednecky maritime and prairie boy relatives and stuff, so it's only natural that I carried it on to hang out with you. Well.
Well, next time you see these people, you want to go, right, I'm off for a Riley, and they'll look at you and go, I don't know.
Yeah.
Him and
I've actually
his strange city speak that he brings to us.
Yeah. Fucking hippies, man. Nobody understands them. But yeah, I've actually said the whole Riley gag. If you guys don't understand what watching here, there's a flat earther named Anthony Riley. And one day he muted on stream and it sounded like he just grabbed an empty glass and pissed in it. So for the longest time,
he thought he muted.
Yeah, exactly.
He put a little cover over his camera so you couldn't see him. And then what you could hear was him,
tinkle, 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 right? And so for the longest time, as a joke on the Shills in our little green room where we pass messages in the background that you guys don't get to hear, just production shit like gotta run or whatever, we would always put be right back, Riley break. And it still lasts to this day. We have new mods join the team and they're like, what the fuck does that mean?
It's one of those sort of like expressions I kind of like expected to catch on and then just hear it somewhere. Completely odd where you wouldn't expect it, but no, unfortunately it seems to have died its death. So has Anthony Riley, I believe. I'm pretty sure he's disappeared from the flat Earth community. PJ can put you right there. I don't know if he does anything anymore.
He probably has some new channel.
He really was a hopeless muppet. He really was.
Exactly.
It sounds bad to say that about a flat earther, but as a flat earther, he was quite an extraordinary muppet.
Yeah. In the background, I was talking to Mike Bertelson, nuclear engineer, designing and helping to build submarines for the American military, no less. And he's a vicious flat earth debunker. Previously, when our channel did that kind of thing, he was around all the time. And we have talked about doing a kind of PubChat like chat about this Antarctic final experiment BS and how stupid it is and whatnot, because we have a lot of people that don't really know this scene. And if we were to even bring up some of the points, it would just, I think it would be hilarious if we did it once.
I'm not even too sure it would be hilarious because it is actually this whole.
Oh, it's funny.
It's a pretty dumb subject. This
this flat Earth is dumb, right?
Yeah. If you're going to highlight the dumb, there's probably much more interesting ways to highlight.
Well, the guy with no license driving as he appears in court. Wow. Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen a flat earther that done. Well, no, I have, but I've
Yeah.
not seen them. Oh yeah, okay. Mikey Smith trying to read the temperature of the sun by using one of those thermal, one of those the infrared thermal thermometer things.
Oh my God! Here, hold on, I'll get it. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, Mikey Smith is incredibly dumb.
In the instructions, it'll say hold within 12 inches of the object. Hold on,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, look on. Let's not go down the rabbit hole. of flat Earth,
Yeah.
Because
Okay, here
we'll just be
And now for
giggling
something
to ourselves and no one will
completely
understand us.
So,
Oh, is he that? CF in the chat says, "Riley break is a saying here in the Midwest of the United States. Heard it growing up, lol." Even PJ said, I've heard people say I'm off for a Riley.
yeah. It's there's quite a few. It's good.
So we didn't necessarily come up with it. It's just coincidental that it's already a saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that more than a few people caught on to that as a great gag right at the same time. That makes total sense. There was another thing we didn't get to today on the show that I wanted to quickly.
What's that?
Yeah, America's thing with TikTok, like, get TikTok out the way, we can't have China spying on us.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
can we just make sure that flag's the right way up before we start?
No, Moscow Marge didn't do that. I'm pretty sure it's all right.
Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. So there's a report. It's not confirmed, but there is a report that TikTok has already filed for a U.S. business license. And what they're going to do is just rework their algorithm a little bit and start a new company in the United States. So what happens then? Because if the company is a subsidiary, it technically is its own company and should be allowed, but it's obviously still going to go back to China in the end. So will they now ban a U.S. registered company? Right? That's going to be an interesting thing about how this is going to work, right? That would be the equivalent of the Americans saying, okay, so Honda, you've had factories in America since how long? Because that's how they got around the tariffs of importing the cars. And they go, but you're still Japanese owned. So tariff, here we go. Right? And then all Japanese owned car manufacturers would have higher costs. Right? I wonder how this is going to play out.
So why is it the Mexican Stratocasters offenders are cheaper than American ones? Why isn't there tariffs involved in import duties and taxes? And so it's actually cheaper to get the American Fender.
Interesting call. Yep.
But
totally so it'll be interesting to see how this. Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because I do believe in the next 18 months tops, we will be seeing this play out, where ByteDance, the owner of TikTok, who are, fairly obviously giving the information to the Chinese government as well. I mean, in China, everything is kind of China, right? They still operate basically under legalism. Do what the law says or else, right? So
I still fail to understand what the Chinese government are doing with all this information of girls just swinging their butts at cameras and stuff like that.
To me, it's actually quite simple. We've known for a long time that if you study the so-called human condition, you can come up with advertising that truly breaks the mental barrier and gets to the subconscious, so that you're making purchasing decisions truly based on the advertising you see. So if these companies and as such countries can get this much information on us, they'll be able to identify groups on Facebook and other social media. I don't mean to call out only Facebook, but where they can penetrate and put the seed of their disinformation in and then slowly let it grow, knowing that there are people that are going to be like-minded to the fight, the argument. This is that kind of information really, really, really can drive a push for misinformation. That's how I see it.
Okay, but I'm just thinking about like websites. Well, remember AliExpress used to be like the place to go to get stuff from China.
Yeah.
And Temu suddenly appeared from nowhere, and everybody's talking about Temu.
Yeah.
And everybody's buying from Temu, and
but
and doing
Temu
videos,
is where you
and
get
doing
that
videos.
stuff. Yeah, but Temu is that place where you get stuff that should be in like dollar stores. It's landfill before they even ship it to you, right?
Oh, it's always like AliExpress, but Wish
exactly
combined.
Yeah.
But it seems to have taken over the internet as far as you know. I mean, the YouTube videos are like, you know, plethora of videos of people stuff I bought on Temu and things like that.
Yeah.
It's like Temu is. I wonder if they're doing like similar sort of situation with information and sending that back to the Chinese government. I mean, where does Temu come from? Does anybody know? Has anybody checked into that?
Yeah, exactly. This is another. It's probably ByteDance again because they're owned by the Chinese government or something, right?
Why isn't Jeff Bezos jumping up and down like the Dixie dog, saying, "Oh, we should get rid of Temu because it's it's interfering with our American way in life and it's interfering with my business."
We have a great shout out to do. Super chat Matt, our buddy Matt there in the chat, super long crazy username, it's May. He says, I got great news. Today was my last day of high school and 12th grade. I have graduated. Well done, Super Chat Matt. Well done, buddy. Good on you, man. Good on you.
Now the world is your oyster.
Exactly.
Just eat it raw. Just slug it back.
But yeah, good job, buddy. Good job. Well done. Awesome. I kicked my mic earlier and I just can't quite get myself centered again. There we go. I think we're good.
Well, if I had a guy around here called Mike, I'd kick him as well. But yeah, everybody needs a mic to kick every now and then.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. You know what? I need somebody to move in next door called Mike, just so I can have somebody to be angry at when I'm drunk, right?
Get your bollocks out. I'm going to kick him.
Bend over and drop him. I'm going to kick him up your anus, bitch.
Ha ha, missed both my legs.
Oh, I love it. Hey, Super Chat Matt, what do you think of the open sign, dude? Pretty cool, right? I won't tell the story again. Don't worry about it. No.
Phew. I was going to go off and watch another video for 5 minutes.
Fuck, I'll watch Trump's fucking fundraiser after before that.
Oh, dear. Do you think we should have it up on the Saturday show? You know, bring it up as far as the fundraisers are concerned. Is,
my God,
PayPal
that sick prick,
at Trump.com.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I just had a good idea, though. What time are we at? We're only at an hour. Okay, so here, 1 second here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, hold on. I got a great idea.
What is he going to do? What's Dick going to do tonight? Do.
I have opened onesimplewish.org, the site that we go to and fundraise sometimes. And what it is a place where you can go and help a child on the foster care system get something they need, right?
Hang on. Let me quickly post something.
Yeah.
What do I need? Stuff. Okay. Yeah, look for Dunk ask for stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my quick one.
Yeah.
There.
So let me just look here. We've got that's not bad. Okay. Let's see here. I like that. I'm just looking here. We've got a couple of kids that are about to hang out at summer camp that need like proper attire and stuff, right?
Well,
Bring a
bikinis and
couple
swim
of
shirts.
Yeah, so here we go. There's a girl named Mercedes that needs a little update to her wardrobe. And there's another one for Kehlani, who is going off to summer camp. She said, okay, yeah, here. So Kehlani, I'm not quite sure, is 7 years old in New Jersey. And she's hanging out with her sisters, having fun in life. But she's about to head off to camp, but needs a few items clothing-wise to make sure she's situated for camp. It's a $60 wish. Here, let me just bring this up a bit so I can show you cats there. There we go. It's a $60 wish. And you can use the, up at the top, you'll see a pinned comment for the Boom Boom Fund, which is our regular donation to Ukraine. And all you have to do is donate to there directly through PayPal and put in the comment, this is for the wish. $60 American, and we can pay for this right away. Right? Nice and easy.
Shouldn't be too hard.
No, I don't think at all. Right? Yeah. Demetrius, just throw a direct donation in. Anything on Trump? Yeah, we do. That's a donation with no real direct thing to it. So we're going to start that off on the One Simple Wish. So there we go. We've already got to start. Trump, I'm going to refresh the current news and we'll come back to him in a minute. Because I do, like, it's Trump. He must have done something stupid already by now.
Oh,
right?
God, yeah. Yeah, I would imagine that people can't even keep up with the reporting on it.
Oh, my God. What an unbelievable... Just please vote. Don't let this person be elected. Please vote. Please vote. Please vote.
Never mind, don't let him be elected. Don't let him do anything.
Yeah.
Just stop it.
He should spend like 12 years in orange overalls, as far as I'm concerned. It would be cool because it would match his face and he would just be the orange guy, right?
You know when you've been tangoed.
Oh, yeah. Here, I've got a couple of those.
Yeah, that was an old ad in the UK. Where you basically had like a guy drinking. It's like he opens up a can of Tango and he's being like a couple of sports pundits, so like narrating it as he's doing it. He opens up a can of Tango and there's this big fat bloke, all in orange, just like runs around him in high speed, then just slaps him, it slaps his ears. Poof.
Right.
And he just like goes, huh? And he goes, you know when you've been tangled. And then basically they had to take the ad off the air because kids in school kept doing it, and they were running around smacking people's ears and causing like perforations of the eardrum and all kinds of stuff.
That's totally funny, man. Oh, wow. Yeah. I love this one here. Yeah. Deluded. deranged and dangerous. Felon Trump rails at migrants in tribe against justice. He did. Oh my God, it was so bad.
He went really off the rails again, didn't he? I didn't actually hear what he said.
He was saying I could find it and bring it up, but he was saying I will. Okay. We got people being released from mental institutions and jails and stuff flooding into our country. Actually, you have rules against that in your country. That's not quite how it works. He is the worst liar because he does it publicly and figures it's fine. His rhetoric is garbage, man.
Yeah, but what's amazing is I say the MAGA morons, but just a lot of people in general, they don't even check.
I know.
No, there is no fact checking going on, and if Trump says it, that's what's happening.
Yeah. We for the 42 show, we have a research team that really help us find what we need and what we do around here, and even through just getting the news from them, it's so obvious that these desperate attempts to portray himself as innocent and targeted, it's such garbage. Yeah. I don't follow a lot of this. I just get the articles that are, fed through, but
he's like a school shooter that claims he's the victim.
It's so bad. I cannot understand how anybody could fall for this.
Please. I don't understand. That's what really gets me. I just don't understand how people can fall for it, and yet they are.
Yeah, exactly.
What is he doing right, and how can we get some of that action?
Exactly, right? But we'll use it properly. Like we'll use this one. We just had a direct donation in. It's 13 Canadian, so I think that'd probably be like $10 American or something. I know this name from the donation, but I do believe that it's let me just try and tag you in the chat and see if you're here. I do believe that was from Silver Earth. Yeah, it's got to the point now where I can actually put some of these names together and not screw it up. Silver, tag me and let me know, but I'm pretty sure that was yours. I'm pretty sure.
It says C.
Yeah. Okay. See, I knew that. Yeah, see, Silver Earth.
That's Spanish for yes.
Yeah, exactly. And it's only taken me 3 years to get to this point. So, I suck at this. I'm terrible. I knew it. Thanks, Silver Earth. So, yeah, we've already got a couple of shouts into the pile there. We've got none other than Betty Clan dropping a 10 shout into the pot. Magic Camp, woohoo! Have a great time, Jersey. Love from Betty Clan. So here we go. We're building that pile. Let's get this wish purchased, right? Let's get this done. Oh, yeah. We can do this. I think we already had like $25-30 Canadian in the PayPal account, so I'll throw that in as well. Let me log in and we'll see where we're at. I'm not showing you this on screen. It's not happening. But
one thing that's a little bit sad about that story is $60 isn't a lot.
I know, and a lot of these wishes are actually small like that. This is why I try to shout onesimplewish.org out a lot, because a lot of us, and we end up in a situation where we know, oh wow, I'm going to be $500 ahead this month. Well, throw $40 in the hat over on One Simple Wish. It really makes a difference,
Oh no, you're missing my point. I'm thinking $60. It sounds like she needs more. I mean, $60. What's that going to get you these days?
Well, no, but it's probably $60 on top of what the foster parents can allocate due to funds and stuff, right?
Okay.
Right? Because we're dealing with people who are smart enough to realize there's a service that can help. So, right? Yeah. So, we have we're about to hit $100 Canadian already, and I think that would cover $60 American. So we can probably fulfill one wish already, but why not two? Right? So let me just look here. Okay, here we go. Is that the same? I'm not that stupid, am I?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. So we've got camp clothes it's a $60 American one again. Rydashia, I do believe is her name. She's going to camp this summer and needs some new clothes to keep all cool and stuff. Sundress, shorts, that kind of thing. And it's $60 American again. So that would be $120 American in total. There's probably like $3 in transfer fees or something. That's probably what, $170 or something in PayPal, a Canadian. I'll have to figure that out. But we're already getting close. How do I? Oh, there we go. Okay. I got too many windows open, man. I'm trying. All right. Here we go. I got more shout outs to do. Here we go.
Well, waiting.
Yeah. All right. We've got Holy Oblation comes in with a $30 donation into the pot for the wish because Holy Oblation's got all that. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I'm assuming Holy Oblation has no connection with Demonico Oblation in the chat.
You know what? I do believe that they're booking themselves a boxing ring to figure that out right now. And as always, when we do this one simple wish fundraiser thing, if we go over, we just find another wish, right? So there's nothing wrong with going over, right? Let's go over. Come on, we could do another one, right? I love this site. I really love what they stand for. Okay, let me log in again here. All right. So we got a 138 Canadian. That's close to fulfilling the first two wishes. It's not quite enough over American 120, but we're close. So I think we'll be able to fulfill two for sure. That's cool. Awesome. So, let's see here. How do I say this? I've said I'll throw him under the bus and run off to get a beer. I've said, how do I do this time? I think it's time for DK Custom himself Dunk to take the show as I meander off to get myself a drink.
And there goes Dick Dawson in the Ferrari off to get a drink. The pit stop are waiting for him. He's coming in and the tyres are off. They're changing the fuel. They're putting some oil in. They're wiping his little brow. And he's back on the track again. Look at the speed. He's off. He's back on the race.
That's funny. My dream
13.2 seconds.
My dream being a kid would have been to hear my name called out by Murray Walker himself as a driver in Formula One. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, we should definitely have a clock up when you're off. And go.
Too funny. Too funny. Let me just check all the alerts and whatnot here. I just want to make sure we got a couple of these services that are just ridiculous. I have to refresh the site every time. It doesn't just give me a new running. It's only 2024. How hard can it be?
But I don't know. How hard do you want it?
Wow, why do I feel like a Russian general right now?
Why, you're standing next to a window? Oh, it's a bit breezy around here.
Yeah.
One day, son, all this will be yours. But the curtains.
What
no.
the curtains?
The window.
Yeah. Demonic. Okay, demonic oblation in the chat. So we've got an escalation going here. He says creepy. Yeah, that was. But if somebody's going to cross lines, it's going to be us. But the thing you can rest assured of is we mean well. We're just morons.
we mean well.
Yeah. I don't mean to be an asshole.
No, but we moron well.
Yeah. Oh, amazingly,
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
a moron. She's a moron.
We may just be two obnoxious idiots on the internet, but we're your obnoxious idiots on the internet. So thank you very much for coming.
That's right. We strive for obnoxious, but at least we're yours.
That was the worst wedding vows you ever did.
I got married once. It didn't take. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah. That's what it says on the poster.
Speaking of poster, I have my divorce papers in a frame on my dresser in my room. I shit you not. I do.
You should have put it behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, rate that in the world of dox yourself from 1 to 10.
Well, we'll have that up there, and you can have in a big marker pen over the top of it. Never again, and you'll send all the girls in the chat weeping and crying. But I thought I could be the one.
To all the girls I never married before.
That was the thing I saw the other day. One of those just stupid videos, which was Star Trek actors and their real partners.
Oh,
and oh my God, I never knew Patrick Stewart had gone through so many wives.
Really?
Yeah, he was a dog.
Wow.
Yeah, he's had quite a few wives. And
is he ever a member of Motley Crue? Because that seems to be a thing.
I don't think the Royal Shakespeare Company do Motley Crue. unless it's a lesser known Shakespeare play.
Yeah. Can you imagine Vince Neil in that squealy little voice trying to pull the sword from the rock? I don't see it happening.
Oh dear. I don't think Shakespeare did bloody Merlin.
Yeah,
King
no,
Arthur
but for
he missed out on that franchise.
But for Patrick Stewart there, his role in that Arthurian legend movie was kind of his big role until Jean-Luc Picard in North America,
Well, he was in June, the original.
Nobody watched that, dude. Nobody.
I did. I used to like it. It's like,
It's probably
oh,
because
fuck.
you did effects on it or something.
It's oh, fuck you and you'll like it. Yeah, no, I kind of, I got a, you know.
That sounds a bit Mike Tyson, but all right.
I have a soft spot for that particular movie. But, you know, yeah. What were we talking about? Forgotten.
I don't know. It probably wasn't good. We should probably move on.
I have no idea what the point was we were getting to get to.
Oh. Okay, what about actors that were on The Next Generation with Patrick Stewart and where their careers went compared to Patrick Stewart? Or where they came from? Right? Like I didn't know this. I remember when Roots was on TV originally, the original Roots story, right? Because I was born in 1970, right?
Yeah.
I had no idea that LeVar Burton played one of the key eras of Kunta Kinte during the story, right? I had no idea.
God, they couldn't get away with calling them that these days.
Oh, yeah, right. And the father from Good Times was also in that movie. And I had no idea these people were because I wasn't, I was only born in 1970. I wasn't good enough at recognizing these people at the time, right? So for me, Geordie LaForge was just the Reading Rainbow guy. Right?
Well, I wouldn't have even known that either. Did he do Reading Rainbow before Star Trek?
I don't know how far Reading Rainbow goes back, but it's pretty early. And he looks like...
I'd have thought that he did it after or during Star Trek, but carry on.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but in like the first episode, the first season of Reading Rainbow, my son loves the first season. He does this thing about a submarine, and the way he talks, it's like he's never been on camera before. A submarine is a very complex ship, and it's just ridiculous, right?
Really?
And yeah, so I would not be surprised to find out after Roots he didn't act for a while and then started doing Reading Rainbow, but then got Next Generation. I don't know how it works. Yeah, KK said Reading Rainbow is after. Wow. That explains why the Geordie LaForge episodes that are focused on him in Next Generation suck.
He's a pretty weak character.
He's terrible.
Geordie, yeah. He's terrible in love. He's hopeless.
Yeah.
His romantic relationships are
even
the
computer bitches reject him, right?
Yeah, you just be yourself. But myself is boring.
Yeah, poor Geordie. But I do love the effort and what was Reading Rainbow. It was very influential to a lot of kids and stuff. Great show.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff said about it. Obviously I've never seen it. Yeah, because I was going to say my reading is.
I was going to say, well, you can't read. Yeah, he has braille screens. That's why he's not on camera because he has to touch it.
Yeah, no, I couldn't read as a kid. I was really bad.
Really?
And, they actually put me in a special class. Special children with learning difficulties, and you wouldn't believe that. With this, wonderfully eloquent English speaking, beautiful baritone voice speaking to you right now. Can't read a fuck. I've got a script. I can't read.
I'm gonna mute for a second. Hold on.
Get a bucket. It's dyslexia. Dyslexia was a problem. I'm not even too sure it was dyslexia. I get it. I don't know, more like lazy.
Oh
you
man,
know, I just didn't.
I get
look at the
dyslexia
pictures.
affects hard trying to read people's names because after I screw it up, I go back and look and go, oh, the I was before and whatever, and to me, it just all danced around and became something else. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know if I got dyslexia. I know my son's got dyslexia, but yeah, never really checked myself. I mean, it doesn't seem to bother me, but you know, but I
I
do seem
was
to have a
also
problem reading people's fucking names. Like,
Well, I was also diagnosed with fucking lasia, and you know that it's really affected me in my life.
lazy eye.
No, fucking lasia.
What's lazier? Just being lazy.
Some people are just a little bit dumber than you hope they won't be.
Is that some kind of Klingon proverb? I don't know.
Yeah. Always eat your food raw. Well, yeah. You know, I got to get a slightly bigger desk because as I drink beers, they build up the empties because I don't take them away because I'm like, what's
Get
the
a
word?
bin.
Lazy. And
Get a
yeah.
bin.
Well,
Just put it underneath your desk.
well, I was thinking about the idea of getting a bar fridge, and I thought, what's the point of getting a bar fridge if I don't have a receptacle for the empties to make it that convenient? So I think what I'm going to do is under the fish tank here is I'll have a little thing with a plastic tub underneath, and I can just dump them in there and make it convenient, right?
Plug them in the fish tank. No, we could kill
Here,
two birds.
fishy, fish.
We could kill this bird with one golf ball, and you know you talk about having a little graphic go across the screen.
Yeah.
No, just put a little shelf there in front of the camera, and you can just put the beer cans when you empty them. Just put on the shelf.
That's a good idea.
It's the best kind of visual effects. It's in camera.
Yeah. Okay. So here, let me get myself on camera. Where could I put? You know what? I could put the empties on a shelf, like above my head at the top, right there.
You said it was going to be in front, alongside your name, along the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, but I can't put a shelf in front of me. God. It's like doing a show with a flat earther, man. Jesus Christ. Calgon, take me away. You know, but okay, so here, let me check in with donation stuff. I think we need about $25 American to make sure we can at least get the 2 wishes done and wrap up maybe a third smaller one as well. So here, let me see here. I can grant the first one for Kaylani. So I'm going to do this now. Why is it? It's all blown up and weird. Okay, here we go.
Now, do it later. We're on a show.
No, but you're supposed to talk now, you.
Can't because you're talking. You're giving us a fucking narrative of what you're doing. I'm going to click this with my left mouse button, and then I'm going to scroll over here, and that's gone a bit weird.
If you've checked your local classifieds, you'll see there's an ad for co-host.
New show host
right now.
Wanted.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I saw that up in the toilet walls in the hospital. Funny thing is, I wrote it.
Yeah. I charge per hour. I don't pay per hour, but you know, it could be for you.
That was a funny thing when I was filling up with petrol today. It's like diesel, okay, in my car, and someone had scrawled on the on the pump on the machine, a phone number, and it just said call for. They never actually got to finish off their sentence, like, call for a good time, call for a blowjob or whatever. It just he never actually got around to finish. He must have been disturbed by somebody, so he actually never got to finish off what he was advertising for. And it's like that. I was just thinking, it's so funny because you could bring it up and said, "Yeah, I saw your ad on the petrol pump. What service are you providing? Call for cakes."
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want your horse's leg served with fifth leg tickled? Call this number now. It's like the worst ad ever.
Okay. It's the advertising agencies have been so out of touch for years on certain things. It's unbelievable.
Sorry. Lauren says in the chat, you should have called it. What I should have done is taken a photograph of it and then put it. You could have put it up here.
Okay, hold on. I'm just typing a message into the. Oh, see, I'm narrating again. Okay.
Yeah, he's typing a message. He's typing letters and words and all those complicated things that humans have learned how to do over the millennia, and through candlelight and wax and quills and pen and ink. And now he's doing it on a computer, a wonderful Macintosh computer. And he's typing, "Help, get me off this show." When I blink, that's my signal to please send the guys round to shoot that fucking brick guy, that green goblin who's on my pain in the neck. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm paying for the first wish right now. All right. Just want to make sure it goes through. Sometimes these websites stall and you're like, oh, for God's sakes, did it happen or not? All right. Yep. Okay, the payment went through. We're all good. First one is paid for. I got the alert. All right, here we go. Let's switch over to another one. We've got a member message in from none other than NANA. Nobody is reading my request. Damn it. What's the request? What happened?
What's your request?
Yeah, what the...
Yeah.
Lord Thunder and Jesus. Lord Thunder and Jesus.
All you gotta do is let us know and I'll sing it.
Yeah. If you want somebody killed, deliver it to us in song.
Was his request, could somebody give me a link to another show, please? Anything but this.
Yeah, there was an issue. Everybody in the background is sorting it out here now. Yeah, and Greg had problems on the stream as well. I did notice today before we went live. Remember, I said when I click go in OBS, sometimes YouTube Studio takes a long time before I can hit go live. But the last couple of days, wow, did it speed up. And I bet they've done an upgrade to their back end that's fucked other things up because, well, it's Google, right? They live to screw shit up.
You should be always careful doing upgrades to your back end because...
Especially if you live in Wales near a cliff.
Come on, NANA. We're waiting to hear what this request is. We're sitting here, on tenterhooks.
When push comes to shove.
That'd be a great name of a detective duo.
I love it. Okay. Here, let me check details in PayPal and stuff, and I'll see if we can't do the other one right now as well. All right, here we go. I think we're really close. I just want to make sure. I'd hate to click the button and be like, $12 light or something. That'd really suck. Okay, so
you're always $12 late.
I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Okay, so what's $60 American in Canadian?
About 90, 83. I don't know.
81.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so we're about $20 away, $20 Canadian away, and we can do the second wish. We can do this. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Awesome. That'll be cool. $57,000, Duncan Stewart says. Pretty much. Canadian dollars are almost like almost as valuable as pesos at this point, I think the last time I bought something from Mexico, I had to pay a premium just because our dollar is like, no offense to anybody, but in Canada, we just don't seem to have the ability to keep our dollar worth something. There was a time, I think it was about 20 some years ago, where we actually surpassed the American dollar, and it lasted for about 6 months. And then, I don't know, money people fucked it up, and there we go. Right.
Well, when I was a kid, I remember, a British pound was like a half a dollar. And
okay,
somewhere along the line, it's flipped where the dollar is worth more than the pound now.
Yeah.
It's like, what went wrong?
Yeah.
Did we let the British Empire go too early?
Yeah. Should have kept Thatcher, man. Seems it was actually worth it.
Was a lucky house cat. Poor old Thatch.
Oh, I'm sure if you pet that pussy, it purrs.
Oh God, I wouldn't want to be the man.
Okay,
I bet she had a Thatch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, poor old Dennis. I remember we must have been in London when I was a kid, and my dad's like, "Oh, that's Dennis Thatcher." We walked past him, and it's like, "Oh, okay." So, it's like, what do I do with that? It's just like the Prime Minister's.
Yeah. NANA said, hey, if there was a second fundraiser going on for a second kid, could we go to somebody that's a little bit older because they fall through the cracks? I agree, buddy. They actually do. And the last time we did this, we did an iPhone for a 16-year-old who was going off to start working and get ready to be on her own. And then we did a second phone, I think it was as well. But yeah, I totally look at this that way too. I do have a tendency.
Very good point. Very good.
Yeah, very good point. I do have a tendency to look at those that might be like on the autism spectrum, but they're not always the easy ones to find. But what we do for sure when we're looking through the listings on onesimplewish.org is we always look to the urgent wishes, the ones that have to be fulfilled now. Because I think that's the way to do this, right?
But NANA, we will keep that in mind in the future.
Damn right.
Definitely.
It's an excellent shout. Shout. But NANA has done that around here many times when, the voice of reason has to be Satan himself.
That's why he should be part of the team.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's an argument there.
Well, there's not an argument. I'm
Well,
not having an argument about it. Do you
I would.
want to argue about it?
Yeah, it wouldn't be the full. It wouldn't be the full half hour. It would be, the.
That's not a fucking argument.
Yeah. So here, let me just.
So NNA, you're part of the team. That wasn't an argument.
There you go. Yeah. It's
mummy and daddy fighting again.
Do you see why I go to bed at night going, when will my life make sense? It's just. Yeah. Here. I'm just looking through. Oh, God. I expect this to be easier, but sometimes, you have to look through a few, right? Let's see.
You say that about Pornhub as well.
Dude, come on. This is a different place than that, right? Here we pay.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah. I use a different credit card for that.
Yeah. I was like, $60 for what? You're going to do what with what?
Yeah.
Put it where?
Yeah. Okay, here. Let me look. Let me check on the donations input as well. Okay, let me make sure.
You do realize we could raise more money if we were doing this on your OnlyFans site,
Yeah. Should see me without a shirt on. It's horrific.
Which thing off the shelf is going to go up Dick's butt tonight?
Yeah.
You choose the fish tank.
Yeah.
The globe.
Yeah. God damn it. I just don't feel comfortable when I sit down tonight.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to throw you under the bus tonight.
Okay. Where are you going?
Beer run.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you do your thing. So here, we've got somebody who needs, okay, here we go. Tyrell needs a boost of $60 American, so same amount, to make sure he's ready to step into his new part-time job. Right? So here we got a 16-year-old in New Jersey, and he's just starting a new part-time job in like 7 days. And just needs to make sure he's got the extra clothes to, fit the bill and make it slick, right? So there we go, NANA. How about that, buddy? I think we've just fulfilled the mandate, the mission. I'll give it both. You know what? I'll give it both. So there we go. We've got Tyrell, and we're for a $60 American donation. And at the moment, looking at PayPal, we're about 18 American or 18 Canadian, maybe 20 Canadian away from it. So here we go. Good. Where are we now? God, I got so many windows in front of me. Sometimes it's crazy. You go and you buy all these big screens. I got 3 of them in front of me, and you're like, yeah, this will make it easy. It's not easy. I got shit flashing at me everywhere. Not easy at all. It's terrible. It's horrific. Makes it it makes it more of a, but I will say, as I complain about that, I have the best team in the world feeding me in the information in the background. we have these little private Discord rooms. I have a super chat room. I have a questions room. We have a green room where they can remind me, like, hey, you've been talking about that for 4 minutes. Shut up and move on. And it really
He's
works.
got a changing room.
Yeah.
He's got a room where you just put all those things you're not really too sure where to put, but they all go there.
We pretend we have a private pool, but it's just a really large toilet.
That's a B-day.
Yeah, exactly. Why does it have a fountain in the middle?
Yeah, we don't. That's PJ just in the middle.
Yeah. No, that's funny. That's funny. Hey, look. We've got CF Beauty. Hey, our team boss, and literally somebody that keeps me on track in my own personal life as well. I'm not kidding.
She has his underwear numbered.
Yeah. And the person she hired, oh yeah, she's on it. But so we've got 13 Canadian in for Tyrell's wish from CF Beauty. Oh yeah.
I missed that. Who's Tyrell? What's he about?
Well, he's the dude that's about to go off to start his part-time job that we're doing on Wish.
I know, but I wasn't here when you.
Oh, okay. Here. Tyrell is 16 years old and taken off to a new part-time job over the summer to earn some money, and just needs to update the wardrobe a bit to make sure that he's on point. It's a $60 wish, and unfortunately, YouTube is so bad that I can't just refresh the screen and get a new total. I have to actually log out and log in like it's 1997.
Wait a minute. You said Tyrell? Oh, what? Of Tyrell Corporation? He's off to summer camp to make some replicants.
Okay. Tyrell, please spend your summer camp job, whatever it is, appropriately, and don't make weapons of human destruction.
Yeah. and don't play chess in your dressing gown with your octagonal glasses.
Yeah. That was a good catch on the name, man. Okay, here. I think I can do it. Let's hear. Let me see if I can. Wait a minute.
You can do it. Oh, we can help.
Did somebody beat me to it?
That's what usually happens.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, this happened before. People in the live chat figure it out and go to the site and just pay for the wishes. So, okay, I got to find another one. All right. Damn it. Okay, we can do this, right? Let's see here.
I know a youngish autistic kid that's looking for a new yacht to be berthed in Monaco. So $600,000. We could do that tonight, couldn't we?
Oh yeah,
because I want to get that yacht booked. He wants to get that yacht booked in, So
yeah. Okay, so here, hold on. Let me. There's filters for search and stuff, right? So, I'll look at date created newest just to see if there's anything that's a rush, right? Oh, Chloe has 2 sons that need some clothing. Let's see here.
Seems to be an awful lot of clothing required, which is insane because I just went down to the charity shop today with bin bags full of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I could just put like a stamp on it and send it to them.
Oh, okay. Here, I've got a good one. So Chloe's 31 years old, and she literally had like a couple of years of homelessness until she could got in with like a subsidized housing and thing and whatnot. And
okay.
now she's doing some educational stuff, pursuing West LA College associate degree in child development with the goal of transferring to a university. She's got 3 children, and it's just a little bit short right now to get summer clothing and stuff. It's a $60 wish. So what say the chat? Do we give Chloe the other wish donation? Yes or yes? Those are your options.
Oh, let me think about those 2 choices.
Yeah.
It's 50-50.
Yeah. Let me get a beer while everybody in the chat says yes.
Well, Grant said yes. That's a start. And Lauren says, do it, Dick, do it. Zora says, yes, sir. And why don't we get this other autistic kid a fucking fridge? So he doesn't have to keep running off all the bloody time. Let's wean him off the beer.
All right. So,
I'm gonna. Everybody's saying yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's
I'm
granted.
I'm not sure which. I'm not sure which yes they're answering. Whether it was the first yes or the second yes.
Yeah. Okay, hold on a second here. Let me fill this shit out 1 second.
Bob Doggy comes in for $1.99. He says, Monaco baby, yeah.
Oh, Jensen Button crossing the line, parking in the wrong spot, and running to the podium. 2009, that was a great year for Formula One, baby.
It's a great year for box wine as well.
I couldn't let that go without leaning into that. I love that one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Bob. No way you're beating me on that.
Takes a lot to beat you off.
Yeah. No, but I've been watching like Formula One on my father's lap since I was like a child, right? You know?
Yeah, you've been watching it since they were used to be running around with mammoths.
Yeah, totally. All right. Here, let me check this out with PayPal. We'll get this done here. PayPal balance. Yep. Complete purchase. We did 2 wishes tonight, fellow babies. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I love being me, but other times I really love being me. It's true, though. To be able to do this, to just say, hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we do this? Blah, blah. And everybody goes, great idea. And we all chip in and make it happen. I mean, this is freaking awesome. We've got.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are here? Just like me, they want to be close to you.
You're a clown. I love it. All right, so I just
one day we'll see through you, Dawson. This kind-hearted Canadian person. We'll see straight through it one day. We'll find out the monster that you are.
Yeah,
one day.
Yeah, actually, I'm a flat Earth believing ancient alien peddling moron.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, so I just paid for it. We got 2 wishes paid for. Anything else that comes in, I'll just find a third wish. There's there's always another one, right? No problem.
Your beer wish. there's always that.
Your wish is my demand.
Or the Felix pizza delivery because you're too busy doing the fucking stream to.
That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I'll wake up hungover and I'll have to start the Saturday stream by noon, which means hair of the dog. And then noon is when my son needs his lunch, but I'm not ready, so I have to order it in. So,
Yeah, we should make sure we get our audience to understand. We have the Boom Boom Fund, but we also have the Pizza Fund. We could call it the PP Fund, which probably not the best name.
The Riley Fund. For those that hold their wiener in front of porcelain and not a plastic bottle.
The Stuffed Crust Fund. Oh no, he's not into the stuffed crust, is he? He hates that.
Watch out where the Huskies go, and don't piss live on stream because it makes you an idiot. I don't think Frank Zappa wrote it that way, but it's probably a fair interpretation.
Oh, we can get hold of him and get him to change it.
Oh yeah. Got a shovel.
He's not doing much these days, is he? Lazy.
Yeah.
Lazy fucker.
Yeah. Just sitting around, all plush, environment.
Oh, hey, you know what we haven't talked about on stream?
Oh God.
Excuse me.
I'd get words. Okay.
The news that came out about the Eagles.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, wasn't that hilarious?
Don Henley,
you do
the
it.
king of the YouTube blockers. If you play something that I even listened to as a child, I will make sure that you are burned at the stake. He is that bad. He was called out by Brian Cox's mullet rocker brother. I'm not sure.
I can't remember the name of the channel.
Yeah, but he did an actual frequency analysis of 2 different shows from 2 different years, and it was the same.
Massively different years as well.
Yeah. And it was
like 2004 and 2019 or something.
Oh yeah. There's a big gap, and they're exactly the same because they're a backing track. Don Henley was not singing. So YouTube should take down all Eagles performances because we don't know who really performed them.
Oh, that was it. Because I posted to you one of the comments. Hang on, let me. I'm just going to go back and find it because it was posted.
Yeah.
I posted it to you, and it was really, really funny. No, I can't find it now. Did you delete it? No, I can't see it now. Oh, damn it. Did I post it somewhere else? I think I posted it onto the private chat. But it doesn't matter because the guy was saying in the chat, it says even Don Henley doesn't want the Eagles to be played. Well, no, that wasn't right.
Yeah. Don Henley is so protective of his music that he won't even let the
Eagles.
Yeah, you won't even let the Eagles play it live, right?
That was it.
Yeah. It almost killed me, man. That was the funniest thing I ever read. Well, I love some Eagles. Like, I grew up just loving their music as a musician and a songwriter and everything. But then you get to the modern day version of their egos and their, mentality, and they just hate everybody who likes them. It's terrible.
Well, it's only Don Henley left, isn't it? Out of the Eagles?
I'm not really sure.
I don't think anybody's left.
Yeah. I don't subscribe to deadcelebrities.com, so I'm not really sure.
But But the whole story behind the Eagles and this channel that like highlights this sort of stuff. He seems to be finding more and more evidence of just
It's systemic.
tomfoolery.
Yeah. It's
In the music. You go to see someone live, they might as well not be there.
and he very clearly points out by singing things just twice and stuff, and the guy can sing, like he's got training, right? So his pitch is very clear, it's very good, but he shows that it's impossible to be that accurate, and it is. It's not possible. That's why when you go back to the days of the handmade car and stuff, one door will be half an inch shorter than the other because everything's askew and it's not right, but it's handmade.
To be fair, that's a pretty crap analogy because your vocal cords, even when you're like really, really good at singing
or drunk,
your vocal cords cannot, repeat.
It's not a
the same
chance.
Performance twice.
Not a chance, right? But he's using digital software to show that it is identical, right? And it's not possible. Not possible.
He's showing people who are using pitch correction in live performances because that's interesting because when you're using pitch correction,
it's disgusting
it hits on the line perfectly, and he did a wonderful video. Oh God, what's the name? Did Wizard of Oz? Somewhere over the rainbow.
Oh, Madonna. No.
The original one. I can't think of a name off the top of my head, but it doesn't matter. Judy Garland.
Yeah.
So he was showing on the software how even an amazing voice, and she was hitting was hitting the notes perfectly. And but even shows how they waver. Then he showed other people doing pitch correction.
And it's just I mean, you take people like the tenors, Pavarotti, and a few of those guys and stuff. People that are regarded as like proper. Oh my God, the control you have over your body to do that is insane. Singers, and you analyze performances from night to night. There's no chance they're going to be the same. Not possible.
No.
Not possible.
I mean, you all heard me sing. I'm pretty much.
Please don't do it again.
Pitch perfect, but but the thing is, is nobody is that
possible.
pitch perfect. And when you see some of the analysis of some of the people's recordings and they're hitting the pitch every single time, you think this is weird. And especially one live performance, I think he's done one with was it Michael Bublé, I think it was, where it just broke. He was obviously doing a live concert, and the pitch correction just like fucked up what he was singing. I don't know what happened in that, but
it would be safe to say that the Monkees were more honest live than him.
Oh yeah, the Monkees were a pretty honest band.
They were really good. It's just that the people who started the whole thing wouldn't let them be. It was actually a bitch,
Yeah, that was actually quite a funny story behind it all.
Yeah.
But going back to this story though, I mean, that does kind of like really piss me off. That you could be paying you pay a fortune for tickets these days,
man,
to go and see people. And you're listening to a CD.
Well, speaking of which,
recording of them.
Speaking of which, I didn't get to this in the show today, but Ticketmaster, as we reported recently, right? You know how they're being taken to task by the American government for monopolization tactics and stuff,
and that dude who is suing Madonna.
Yeah, well, I guess that guy, true. Here, one second here. Where's the article? I don't seem to have it. Damn it. Okay, hold on. Sorry. 1 second here.
Greg Watkins says, now if we can just get Mr. Dawson to play the guitar and Duncan sing Crazy Train, maybe.
Oh, I did a parody song of Crazy Train about a flat earther who does music. I did the singing of it. It was pretty good, but YouTube hates it because it's Ozzy's a very bad blocker, right? But
no, it's just because I'm singing it,
Yeah.
Go with your story.
Yeah. So, Ticketmaster is being taken to task by the American government for monopolistic practices right now. It's a big deal. And guess what just happened? Personal and financial information from no less than 560 million Ticketmaster customers has been released on black hacking forums. The whole database was stolen.
Really?
Yep. Ticketmaster's security was said by a couple of people who spoke anonymously on behalf of the hackers was a joke that was just waiting to be exploited.
So where's that go from there then?
Well, what that does to me is expose them for absolute monopolistic practices. We don't even have to try, we're the de facto standard and blah, it's terrible. They treat us like cattle, man. And yet they make a fortune off of us. As people, we've got to start speaking up more against shit like this.
I don't understand how it became a thing where they are the only that monopolize the entire ticket sales on everything. I don't know how that even happened.
I could spew it out quick for you. What happened was they gave favorable concessions percentage wise to some big artists and secured them good venues. And what happens is that spreads. So now Ticketmaster is a force, and more of the venues want to deal with Ticketmaster because they have the big artists. And what happens is you have a closed loop society where Ticketmaster is in charge of 90% of the venues, but they're also picking and choosing who they'll deal with and stuff. It gets really nasty.
Do you think the guy who's in charge of Ticketmaster is like some kind of fucking evil Bond villain who's he's got like a stainless steel bunker and he's stroking a cat.
I was just gonna say he's a bald fuck stroking a cat. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
One day you'll all be mine.
I mean, can you imagine? Being one of these people that list their wealth in the billions? That means that you can just go and buy one of those massive yachts because they're only millions, right? You can have a home here, and here, and you still can't spend the money fast enough.
I'm working on it.
No, but at that point,
super chats are a little bit slow tonight. But hold on.
But my point is, at that point, what's the point? Right? When you've got to that point, why aren't
when you are that rich?
Right. Why aren't you being not Bill Gates, but Melinda Gates and focusing your time and effort on giving it away because nobody needs that much? Right? I like that girl a lot because she was smart enough to punk him off, take the money, and do what's right. You got to give her credit.
I don't know. Is she good looking?
Who cares?
Have you got a number?
Well, I'm not giving it to you.
or was that the number that I saw written on the petrol pump? Damn it! That could have been Melinda Gates. Oh no!
Yeah.
Call this number for just billions. Free money.
But I've thought about it, right? Like if I was to win like 70 million Canadian in a lottery, I'd build a little house that's good for my son and I that would also have like a 5-car garage for some cool cars. But those car slots would be turned into little apartments for people that would be helping my son after when I'm incapacitated, too old, and can't do it. And we wouldn't have like molding around the window frames and stuff. Keep it so there's less dusting. Like I've thought about this, and right,
That's a detail.
but it has to be.
detail of
It has
thought.
to be easy for
What?
him, right? You know.
Oh, I was like, to have a cleaner, you know.
Yeah. But that's more expense and stuff, and what you know, like. But
you can afford it.
But in the end, if I was very wealthy, I could make sure I was taken care of, and I would still have a whole whack of money left over. And I'd be like, what am I going to do with this? Right? How much do you need? Right? You know what I mean? That's what I'm. Yeah. Okay. Enough. You're in my ears, and I'm in. Okay, I get the joke, but don't keep doing that, please.
It started. It evolved into something I didn't want.
Yeah. It was a joke, and then it became a life-threatening incident, right? You know.
I don't want your stinking Canadian money anyway.
Well, it's barely worth cornmeal at this point, right?
No, I love that.
But
Yeah,
I
no,
mean, it just comes down to how much is enough, man. You know, it's ridiculous, right?
Don't we all do that? So don't we all do that? We, when you think about, you see these like huge lottery numbers or lottery wins, and you think, oh God, I wish that had been me, and you start like,
Yeah.
Spend it.
You know, I'm in my 50s. I've done this like 20 times in life, so I have a map now.
Yeah, and it's like do you start giving it out to your extended family? A little bit here and a little bit there, and then how much is enough, or is it that or is it insulting? Because you got like the vast amount of money. It's just, or do you do the other thing and just not tell anybody, just fuck off.
No, I would tell them all, but I would also tell them that there's no place for you in my will, because I got lucky doesn't mean that you get lazy, and I'm giving it to people that need it. So sorry.
Yeah, that one wish just to the entire website.
Exactly. Yeah. Every month I want $5,000 on onesimplewish.org to be spent,
That would be hilarious. You just just done. Whatever. That would be cool.
That is a great fucking legacy right there. Never mind the bullshit. Get it done. I love it. Well said, dude. Would
you still do? Would you still be doing the 40 minutes later show, and would you still be doing 42 show when you're a multi-billionaire?
If I struck
I've just got to check in because I've got to think about my future.
If I struck it rich right now, I would do probably a couple of more shows, because I would be able to hire an educator to help me with Felix and stuff, and I could
We'd have to rebuild your set in the mansion that you're now living in.
Dude, this is taking a while. I'm not doing that again. What I'd do is take a picture of it and just get a green screen.
get Industrial Light and Magic to do live streams or background in.
Yeah. But I wouldn't change a thing. I
got John Deitzker here. I'm not going to interview him. He's boring, but he's just here to do the visual effects for the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Say hi, John. Hi. Okay. Yeah. Get to work.
love you work on Close Encounters, but stop going on about it. God,
Yeah. Blah blah.
I got Dunk. He's got an Emmy. You haven't got one.
Yeah. John, if you don't get started, or I'm not firing up the barbecue. Okay.
Oh, no, I want that now. Oh, it's not fair. I want to have John Deitzker as my visual effect. I want him to be doing my avatar. I'm gonna get Frank Oz to do me live.
That would be so badass. We'll do the show with like a 2-second latency effect so that you can, say what you want to say and he can go like, oh yeah. Okay. Frank, if you're hearing me, I bet we could squeeze $60-70 out of the budget for this. All right. Come on.
Yeah. And George Lucas, I mean, you're not producing much these days. Why don't you come and produce the show for us?
Yeah, exactly. You sold the roost. You must be bored by now. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Come to the Shills family. Come on. We'll change the world. Maybe for the better.
Yeah, what do you want to do? Sell fizzy drinks or no, wait a minute, wrong story. Okay.
Do you know what that's going to mean? That's going to mean you're going to end on a lunchbox. If George Lucas is involved.
Hey,
the Dick Dawson lunchbox.
Don't stop putting my name in a sentence with the words lunchbox because it's not working out for me. All right.
Could be worse.
Not really.
Dick Dawson's camel toes.
Oh God.
And now for something completely different.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. I did not do it.
Have you got a camel stuck in the mud? No problem, because Dick Dawson's camel toe will pull the camel out of the mud.
You know what? We should have the dude who played Klinger in MASH do that ad for us.
Why? Why him?
Because it works for me.
Why did you pick him?
He's amazing. Are you kidding? We need Corporal Klinger to do that, don't we? Come on. I want you to put a 1 in the chat for Corporal Klinger, Jamie Farr. That's it.
I was going to say you can't do it until you actually got his fucking name. You can't call him Corporal Klinger.
Oh, he was awesome in Cannonball. Come on, dude's awesome. Oh yeah. See, everybody's once again, I am right and you are wrong.
Why don't we get Robert De Niro to do all our ads?
I talked to Robert De Niro and he was like, I'm not coming on unless you give me like 6 beer, 2 grams of weed, and a bag of potato chips. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Nobody said potato chips, buddy. And it fell apart there.
I wish I still had close connections with Johnny Depp. That would be fucking hilarious to have Johnny Depp just come on, watch the shows.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I had a friend of mine, right? He was in the guitar community, and what he used to do, he pretended that like he knew all these like porn stars, but he basically did this thing on Fiverr.
Hookers are not porn stars unless you film them yourself.
Well, he basically got through Fiverr or something, got these dirty bints to record intros to his videos. So they'll be all there going, oh yeah, it's just a guitar channel. Ooh, it's okay. Yeah, and he pretended, yeah, I know them. No, you just got them on Fiverr, you fucking liar.
Oh, there's so many reasons that's not good.
It was funny, it was crass, and kind of stupid.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. But if you knew the guy, you'd You go, yeah, I understand totally where
Yeah,
you're coming
yeah,
from.
yeah.
You are that fucking crazy git.
So we're
So send in your videos, especially your sexy ones. Send it to the Shills info at the Shills. What's the email address? Yeah, just put it out. So just send it to Dick Dawson, and yeah.
Please don't.
We'll have all those like sexy videos of you introducing the.
If you send me a video with your manhood in your hand and you're getting ready to, park that car in the garage, I swear to God, I'll kill you. Just don't.
I tell you what. Okay, all joking aside, it would actually be quite funny for people just to send in like a 5-second clip of them just saying, "Hey, it's the Shills 42 show," and we could just like throw it up every now and then. That would be quite cool, wouldn't it? It's community driven and all that kind of stuff.
You and I have very different opinions on cool. It's just, it's funny how that works.
Well, it could be cool.
Maybe.
It'll probably go wrong. It's a cool
Let's
Come
do
on.
it live and in person to make sure it fucks right up.
That definitely ain't gonna sell. Oh, Lauren likes my idea, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad one. It's just one that stresses me out, and
everything stresses you out.
Yeah, we've got a direct donation in. Wait for it. Keep up the amazing job for the Boom Boom Fun. Much love. That would be Kilsberg 81. I'm trying to get that around my head with Sittergay. So Kilsberg 81, I think, maybe. Oh God, I'm trying.
And what happened to the previous 80 of him?
Exactly. Yeah. Why does it start at 81?
Is he a clone? Is it on THX 1138?
Yeah. But that puts us ahead. And that's $13 Canadian. So if we get, before we go off air, and that's actually going to happen in like 10 minutes or something, if we get another $10 direct donation Canadian, we will have just about the $30 needed to do one last little one. And it was a mom with 3
tits.
Jesus Christ. It was a mom with 3 foster kids, and they 2 of them outgrew their little bathing suits for this year, and it was like $28 American. So, I'm sure we could do that, right? Let's do it. Let's do it.
It was a bathing suit. It's like a proper British version. It's like a 3-piece suit, with double-breasted jacket.
There's not pictures. There's not pictures, but they're kids, so I don't expect Baywatch, right?
Gonna buy the top hat and everything.
Yeah, I hope not, right?
Big mustache and monocle.
Yeah, exactly.
You came for a swim, darling wife. Yes, let me let me put my bathing suit on. Let me get the butler to help me.
Okay, here, I'm just loading this wish up, so I should be able to click this by the time we go off the air here.
No, you're on the dark web trying to find an assassin for me. That's not the. That's when you're doing a wish.
The whole thing reset on me as I went back to the site, so now I have to scroll through. I hate it. Don't do this to people. God, right?
Night UTV. Bye.
Yeah. So, what do we say here as we bid everybody a farewell? Let's see.
What do you want to go with? Consumer advice? Because you're crap at that. You
Well,
like doing it.
consumer advice, I've got one. If you're one of those people that just lay around like a laundry pod and all you do is expire when somebody gets you wet, you're not exactly the most entertaining person in the world. And
That's a harsh criticism.
Yeah, maybe you should go give a little scrub a dub to make sure that your participation is noticed.
Yes.
You know, and what I'm saying, fellow babies, is when it comes to love, romance, and all the good stuff that comes in between, make sure you do your best, because you want to make sure that people go, yep, all right, thank you for the effort, and I will call again. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah. I mean, the other advice is just don't be a dick.
There you go. Yeah. Don't be me.
Well, no, that's not quite what I meant, but you know.
Oh, I thought we were being honest.
I could use other words, but you tell me I'm not allowed to use those. So
don't be me.
Yeah.
On that note,
You're awesome.
on that note, if your partner doesn't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. And you know what that actually means? It's if you're shitty in bed, at least learn to hang a picture so it's square, right?
I do the adjustments every time I'm doing business.
Well, let's give a shout out to the team here before we hit the button, because we're not doing that yada yada over the credits thing on this one.
Yeah,
I need to
bound to screw it up.
Yeah. Buttons and
beers.
Yeah.
Don't mix.
So we got CF Beauty, who lives in Tornado Alley, and she was on the internet. She was off the internet. She was on the internet, and she was off the internet. She was on the internet. She was off the internet. She was on the internet, and now she is. So, thank you to all the bloodhounds and pheasant hunters that had to get together with their hay bale and pickup trucks and get it working for her, but they did. And we also got BME, Crazy Cat, Shayna Caldwell, and
our little news hounds.
N-A-N-A.
Who's about to be dragged onto the team, whether he likes it or not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Char some bloody flesh, and we will make him part of the devil's team. What do you think?
Well, Dick's team, anyway.
Doing.
Oh. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do something nice tonight.
Okay.
And everybody, just send Dick a little huggy in the chat. Just send him a little huggy and say, "Oh, Dick, we love you. Oh, we love you." Just do that for a change. Dick doesn't get enough love. I mean, look at him.
We all live in a yellow straitjacket.
Look at that fucking face. That's a face that doesn't get enough love. Give him a little huggy.
Okay,
there
I don't like this where this is going now.
Oh, look at them. All the people are giving you little huggies now.
Thanks, everybody. Here, big hearts, shut the fuck up so I can be on the screen. Okay, big hearts there, and keep your stick on the ice.
And keep your dick in a vice.
Oh, yeah, don't pull that shit out in public. Turns out it doesn't work out the way you think it's gonna.
Especially when it's purple.